On the 25th of August 2025, Tennis Clash welcome a new Legend champion, Tommy Paul. Let's review briefly this third Legend champion in Tennis Clash. To welcome Tommy Paul, Tennis Clash is offering one free Tommy Paul card in the store. The free card will not stay in the store forever, so take it and start playing with Tommy Paul in the Clash of Legends community event. We will talk about this event later in this video. To celebrate the arrival of Tommy Paul in Tennis Clash, the game is proposing a good deal which will allow you to upgrade him to level 4 instantly. I took that good deal immediately to upgrade Tommy Paul faster before playing matches with him in tour to do the Clash of Legends community event. I saw that Tommy Paul card was also proposed in my store, so I bought some to upgrade him to level 5. Let's see the lineups that Tommy Paul can use. Being an all-around Legend champion, Tommy Paul can allow you to play all main play styles decently. Let's talk quickly about Tommy Paul's skill, the random stat boost. At the start of each rally, the random stat boost gives to Tommy Paul a boost either for agility or serve or volley or forehand or backhand. Stamina is not boosted. The boost is totally random. Let's see that boost in details later. Now let's test Tommy Paul in tour matches while adding wins to the Clash of Legends community event. Very first impressions are that playing with Tommy Paul is pretty fun. He's agile, hitting strong enough ground strokes, volleying very correctly, has a solid serve and a decent stamina. Normal, he's the best all-around champion right now. Serving with him is easy and his serve is quite powerful, which is normal as this Legend champion is tall. During his matches, you can notice visual cues for the random stats boost right above the strength attributes icons, and sometimes the color as well. For the forehand, the backhand and the serve boost, showing that one of his stats has been boosted by his random stat boost skill. Here are the gains for each stat. Let's just remember that there is no boost for stamina. Otherwise, for agility it's a plus 10% agility stat gain. For the serve it's a plus 10 serve power and 15 serve accuracy gain. For the volley it's a 7% volley power and a plus 10% volley accuracy gain. For the forehand it's a plus 7% forehand power and a plus 10% forehand accuracy gain. For the backhand it's a plus 7% power and a plus 10% accuracy gain. Let's sum up for the random stat boost of Tommy Paul. Because it's a random boost and not always a relevant stat for the lineup that the player has chosen to play with Tommy Paul, there has been more added power to this new Legend champion than to Sabalenka, for whom a plus 4% gain is applied whenever she activates her strong stat boost. So how random are the stat boosts for Tommy Paul? I have played 20 matches using 4 main play styles here, and you can notice that the random stat boost is really random. It can boost the volley stat only 3 times out of 5 matches and suddenly boost that same volley stat 3 times in a row on the 6th match. And it can boost volley even when you don't play with the serve volley lineup, so the game does not take into account your deck to boost a stat. It's really random, like its name says. You can also observe that the serve stat is much less often boosted than the agility, volley, forehand and backhand stats. It seems normal, as players tend to play less with a style requiring a high serve stat nowadays. Apparently, a same stat is never boosted 4 times in a row. It can be boosted at maximum 3 times in a row. I need to confirm this theory by playing more rallies in more matches tough. There is no need to wait to know which stat will be boosted before starting to play each rally, because the boost will benefit you anyway, and you will not change your way of playing due to the boost of a specific stat. For example, if you play with the counterpuncher style with a strong backhand, you will not try to move your champion to one side on purpose so as to force your champion to run and hit with the forehand anyway. Same thing if you are playing with the aggressive baseliner style having a poor volley stat, you will not try to rush to the net and hit a volley winner anyway, even if the volley boost was activated. So just focus on your gameplay, do not focus much on a stat which will be boosted. Of course, when Tommy Paul's skill boosts the serve or the volley stat while players are using a counterpuncher or an aggressive baseliner style, it's quite frustrating as we don't need those stats to be boosted. But this skill is still useful in some rallies, as it will not boost only the serve and the volley stat the whole match, so better have something than nothing. Any boost can only help. The win celebration dance of Tommy Paul could make you think about him playing air guitar, but in reality it's related to one of his main hobbies, deep sea fishing. He fully spins the racket 2 times on his left hand before throwing it in the air, catching it, and then pretending to turn the reel of the fishing rod with his right hand. Tommy Paul really enjoys the relaxation the fishing provides. You can notice that Tommy wears a watch on his wrist even during matches. It's like in real life, where he wears lightweight models of watches to ensure they don't interfere with his tennis play. He started this practice after partnering with a Swiss watch brand. Tommy finds that the watches bring him great energy and believes wearing them has a positive influence on his performance. On the other hand's wrist, Tommy is simply wearing a multi-strand bracelet. Now let's compare Tommy Paul to the 2 other level 15 all-around champions. Tommy Paul is clearly the strongest all-rounder at the publication date of this video. If we don't take the signature move stroke power gain of Meili or of Anton into account, Tommy Paul does not have his signature move yet. Tommy Paul is dominating in all attributes. Clearly, if he has a good signature move like the one of Meili or of Anton later on, he can be of good help. Let's compare Tommy Paul's base stats to the 2 best level 15 champions for the main play styles. As you can see, Tommy Paul is totally dominated by Naomi Osaka for the aggressive baseliner, the counter puncher and the high serve big hands lineups, especially when you know that Naomi Osaka already has a very efficient signature move. So you should not use Tommy Paul while playing with those play styles if you have Naomi Osaka at the same or higher level. Tommy Paul is also overpowered by Ingrid for the serve volley lineup, so you should not use Tommy Paul either to play with the serve volley style if you have Ingrid at the same or higher level. Actually, the only way for players to find it interesting to play with Tommy Paul would be that he has a very good signature move in the future, giving him more stroke power gain and stroke accuracy gain, like the signature move of Meili, which made her the most used champion at Challenger and at Master level in tournaments by top-ranked players since July 2024. So we need to wait and see how efficient his future signature move will be. Finally, let's talk about the Clash of Legends event. This community event allows players to collect Tommy Paul and Arina Sabalenka cards and strings for free by simply winning matches. The more matches the whole community of players win, the better the rewards. If all players in Tennis Clash contribute to get 4 million wins for Tommy Paul and 4 million wins for Sabalenka in total before the 4th of September 2025 5 p.m. UTC, then all participants will have collected 11 rewards in their store. At the end of this Clash of Legends community event, the Legend champion who has the highest total of wins, counted only during the duration of the event of course, will grant a jackpot prize to all players having participated to the event. By simply winning matches playing with either Tommy Paul or Sabalenka, you will have the possibility to receive at best 11 rewards, totaling either 17 strings, 5 Sabalenka cards, 1 US Open bag and 12 Tommy Paul cards, if Tommy Paul wins in this Clash of Legends, and if Sabalenka had reached the 5th milestone, or 17 strings, 7 Tommy Paul cards, 1 US Open bag and 9 Sabalenka cards if Sabalenka wins this event and if Tommy Paul had reached the 5th milestone. Those free rewards will allow you to upgrade Tommy Paul and Sabalenka faster, so hurry up to play this Clash of Legends community event, which will end on 4th of September 2025 5 p.m. UTC. Win as many matches as possible with Tommy Paul or Sabalenka before the 4th of September 2025 5 p.m. UTC to obtain all rewards of the Clash of Legends community event. See you on the court.